Welcome back to what I did this week for my music business. My name is Cato of B.L.A.M.E. Society. That's Black Liberated Arts Movement and Entertainment Society. And before I get started, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. And then share it. Okay, share the videos. On top of that, if you haven't checked out um, the music on Bandcamp, please do. It's catoofficial.bandcamp.com. Okay. You can get all kinds of stuff there. Also, you should definitely sign up for the newsletter too, which I always have a link in the videos. And you can always access that through the master link as well. There's a couple things I need to talk about. Number one is I wanted to talk about, I'm working on another idea for an event. And I reached out to basically, I want to have it in the same location as the last event because I just love it so much. And I want to continue to grow the relationship I have with Intertwine Wine Bar. But the idea that I had, I thought it would require an outside, not a vendor, but like an outside company to come in and help out with some of the activities that we wanted to do. Basically, the idea is there's this activity going on, and then me and Damo and maybe a special guest would perform certain songs for the crowd that comes. Okay, that's what we're looking at. And so when I talked to this person, her name is Claire, wonderful individual, very genuine, very authentic. And when we started discussing, like how much everything would cost, or just she was asking how much I think we would have. One of the things I had said off the bat was, oh, you know what? I don't know if we'll be able to afford that. And the coolest thing she did was tell me, don't count yourself out so fast. Basically meaning that, that means a lot of different things. But for her, she was saying that, we actually work with our clients. We want you to be successful at what you do. And so we'll work with you. I was like, that's what's up. We talk more about some of the things that maybe an artist should have handy because I had told her, this was the idea for the event, this is the idea that I have for the event, but just in case it doesn't work out, what else could we do? And I had noticed some things that she had listed on her site. And she's like, oh yeah, we would definitely, take entertainers and artists to come on and perform for our guests. And so one of the first things she asked me, what's your set price? So I was like, okay. I have an idea of what that is, but as far as like me and Damo together, I was like, we haven't discussed that. She said, do you have a contract handy for working with other businesses like that? And I was like, no. And she said, in a week, I'm going to reach back out to you and I want you to have that ready. You got to have, X, Y, and Z done in order to do business, professionally. And I was like, right on. And so I appreciate that, man. Anytime somebody gives you game like that, you listen, because that is somebody who's obviously learned probably from experience and just doing business with other people. And they want you to really succeed. Anytime somebody is giving you game like that, and it makes sense, right? They're really trying to help you. So I appreciate that. Her name is Claire. The business is called, and I'm probably gonna mess this up, y'all. I want to say it's Jack STL. JACCSTL Foundation. And basically they do a paint and sip type thing. But like they even do karaoke. You know what I mean? I was like, that's dope. I found them on TikTok. And so I reached out to her that way. So like, if you're interested in doing that, you should definitely reach out to them and set up an event and go check them out. And what's cool is their services started from what they call paint catering. So basically they would come out to you and do like a paint and sip with you. And they have their own philosophy on how they do that. But either way, it was a dope idea, is a dope idea. And obviously it's successful and it's working for them. So shout out again to her for giving game, keeping us accountable. And one of the last things she said before we got off the phone was she said, don't sell yourself short. But she also said you need to believe in yourself and know your worth. Now, y'all, what's crazy is these are the things I put in my verses, right? Like these are the things that I speak, on a track. And so when she said that, I tear up a little bit and I explained to her, like, this is literally how I talk, not only to myself, but to people who listen to me, know who you are, know your worth and believe in yourself. Right. And so this is what she said. She said, I don't know if you're a believer or not, but she said, I hope that you take this as a sign from God and you need to listen more to the man in the mirror. Fam. I was like, yeah. So I appreciate people like that, man. Thank you, Claire. And I hope we can do some business together soon. I still got to get that contract thing worked out. As soon as I do, I'm definitely hitting you up, though. So here we go. I have a music video coming up, a music video shoot with J-Rock, Fly Guy, this week coming up. And so that's why I went to the shop to get taken care of. The song that we're doing the video to is called Growth. And this is a song we recorded last year, probably around this time is when it went up on the streaming platforms. And so if you haven't heard it, please go check it out. It is one of my favorites that I did on my feature run because I recorded myself and I pretty much mixed the song. Like J-Rock had his already like done. And I added my part. He gave me enough room to do what I wanted, and I really let off some steam. And so definitely one of my favorite verses. We're going to be doing a video to it this week. So whenever, hopefully I get some good behind the scenes footage for you guys. I share that with you guys next time. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. Go listen to the song too, please. Okay. The third thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was we had a session last night with Sasha, and the cool thing was my boy Damo came out as well. So it was me, Sasha, JD, and Damo. Shout out to JD for recording. That's dope. And the idea was for Damo to like me and him need to like work together more, basically. And so my thing is I want him to like be a part of whatever I'm doing as much as possible. And also like just sharing that creativity because it'll help us just work together better, build that relationship even more. You feel me? Being how we perform together is already dope. We just want to make it better. And I feel like that only happens when you spend time with somebody, you know what I mean? And so we did a lot, man. So we worked on a song called How Bad. This song we've had in the works for a while now. It's a Sasha Monique song produced by DJ Rich Money. He couldn't make it, but we understand. And but anyway, he produced the song. And so she has a song. It's basically a manifestation song. Adamo pointed out it's a anything you want song because you can pretty much do whatever to it, drive to it, chill with it type thing. And so I was like, yeah, I agree. And so anyway, last night she had already laid her verses down the last time I had a session with her, which was right before the listening session. And I laid my verse down maybe 2 weeks ago or so. And so last night, the goal was to just kind of like put finishing touches on it, do some ad libs, do some runs for the choruses. Y'all, she did an amazing job. JD actually did a good job of like catching some footage. So if you are following them on Instagram, you would have saw that by now. I think what I want to do is I want to share my verse with you guys. So make sure if you see this, tap in with the newsletter. And if you sign up for the newsletter this week, I'll send you that newsletter, even though I'm gonna send the newsletter out tonight, like after I record this. If you sign up for the newsletter this week, I will send you the newsletter actually, because usually, if you're not signed up and it gets sent out, you don't get it. But what I like to do is give you a window for those who like, oh, wow, that looks interesting. Oh, I want to see that. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna leave it open for about a week. And if you sign up, you'll be able to get this newsletter for, I guess this would be the September newsletter, and you'll get a snippet of the song, but you get my whole verse. And because it came out really good, y'all. I think it came out really good. So that was great. The cool thing about Damo being in the session was he offered a different insight. You know what I'm saying? He's very musical oriented. And so he brought a different perspective to the mix, which was wonderful. And he helped shape a key part of like some of the melodies that she did toward the end of the song. So, and like, it was just nice to have another soundboard to bounce ideas off of. Cause it's like, I need to make sure I'm not tripping if I'm saying, hey, you should try this, or maybe this is a good idea. And he's there to be like, yeah, that's dope. Or no, I don't think so. And there was a moment where she had did a run, and the idea was we wanted her to do some humming at the end. Right. And she didn't like the humming, which is fine. And so, but she had did something else right before the humming. And so when I had cut the humming out, I I had forgot to, like, I thought I cut all of it, but I had left this little portion in. And when we played it back, there was a moment where I was like, oh, and I turned to Damo because he heard it too, because I don't think they heard it, but me and Damo heard it, and he locked eyes with me. I was like, all right, cool, I ain't tripping. That was hot. And so we actually left that in. I don't know if it's gonna stay in because things change, but in the moment it sounded really good. So just being able to do that with another homie, bro, is fun and it's exciting, and it just grows camaraderie. You feel me? So be on the lookout for that. Hopefully we'll get that wrapped up soon and share that with you guys. Okay. That was a really good session, man, for real. I think that's it. So I guess I'll wrap it up. If no one has told you that they love you today, just know that I do, and I always will. This is Cato of B.L.A.M.E.SOCIETY. And you guys take care. I'll see you next week.